Hello dear students, welcome back to another unit in EVS. Time to celebrate. Do you all like celebrations? Yes, all of us like to celebrate important occasions or events or functions, and we all, family and friends and loved ones, come together, and that makes it even more fun, meaningful and memorable, right? So today we are going to learn about time to celebrate, that is festivals. Festivals. So what are festivals? Festivals are a special event or a celebration where people come together to celebrate something. Okay? A special event or a occasion where people come together to celebrate something. And of course, the festivals are fun and also memorable. Okay, what about the celebration time is really special. And this celebrations of festivals brings people of different communities together. I'm sure when you all have some celebrations at home or when you do some parties, you just don't invite not just your family members, right? You invite your neighbors, then you invite other people around your in your community. They can be from different communities, right? And they all come together, right? Okay, so that is the speciality of festivals. They'll unite people of different communities. And in our country, we have so many festivals. I don't think that any other country in the world has so many festivals like our India. That's right. So what are the beautiful celebrations that we have in India that makes India very special? So to learn that, we will categorize today's lesson into three main topics: national festivals, religious festivals and harvest festivals. Okay, so today we are learning about festivals, right? A special event or an occasion where people come together to celebrate. So in India, our country, we have three kinds of celebration: the national festivals, the religious festivals and also the harvest festival. So let's look at them one by one. The first one is the national festival. So what are the national festivals celebrated in our country? There are three important national festivals that are celebrated in our country. Okay, so what are they? Number one is our Republic Day. Okay, so what is special about our Republic Day? How do we celebrate this festival, this national festival? In fact, the Republic Day and all our national festivals have a great big history. So first thing is we celebrate that history. Okay, then of course we all come together. That is another part of the celebration. So what is the history that we celebrate in Republic Day? Yes, we got our Indian Constitution, right? The Indian Constitution was formed on that day. Which is the day? 26th January is celebrated every year as the Republic Day. And the history is we got our Indian Constitution on that day. Okay, the Indian Constitution was formed on that day, 26th January. What do we do on Republic Day? Yes, there is a beautiful, very unique parade that day by the Army, Navy, Air Force, and of course people from different parts of this nation come together and they do a beautiful parade. It's like no other, right? Because we have such a beautiful culture and diverse religions, and everybody come together and they will do a parade. And who's present? So many guests are invited, and of course our president, prime minister, everybody will be there, and it is celebrated in Rajpath, Delhi, and the president of India takes the salute of the parade. Everybody will salute the president. Okay, it's something that if you have not seen, you must take time to see it. The next year, 26th January, when it arrives, you have to take time and see the Republic Day parade, and it makes you so proud. Wow, this country has so much colorful traditions, and even each state has so many traditions, and their lifestyle, their foods, their clothing, everything is so different. So everything will be shown in the parade. That's the beauty. So next time you see, you will be quite fascinated. Okay, moving on to the second national festival. It's our Independence Day. It is celebrated on the 15th of August every year. It is on that day, the history is, it's on that day we got our freedom. India became a free country. Okay, and that day what do? We hoist the flag in the Red Fort. Okay, so that is what we do on 15th August, and it is our Independence Day. What is the third festival that we celebrate? Gandhi Jayanti. When do we celebrate? October 2nd every year. It's a holiday, and it is in honor of Mahatma Gandhiji, who is called as the father of our nation. He is one of the most prominent freedom fighters, and he fought so much for our country to receive freedom, and he did not do a violence or any of those methods, but he used a non-violent method to get the freedom for the country. So he is fondly called as Bapuji. Okay, so in honor of Mahatma Gandhiji, 22nd of October is celebrated as Gandhi Jayanti. It's the birthday of Mahatma Gandhiji. Every year we celebrate that as Gandhi Jayanti, and it's a national festival. So these are the three national festivals. Okay, so now we have to move into religious festivals, because in India there are so many people. We are the second largest populated nation in the world, and we have so many religions also. Okay, and each religion have a festival that is very special to them. That is called a religious festival. A festival that is connected to a particular religion is called as a religious festival. What are the religious festivals? The Dussehra, Diwali, Holi. These are the festivals celebrated by the Hindu community. Dussehra, Diwali and Holi. Each of these festivals have some story or a history behind it, and there is a very specific way they celebrate it. There are pujas done, and they eat a certain food, they wear a certain dress, okay? And of course, the amazing part is the families come together, okay? So that is how each of these festivals are celebrated. So first thing is, there is a reason why that day is celebrated. Second thing, they have a way to celebrate that whole day, a certain food to eat, a certain clothing to wear, and they do different pujas and everything. But most importantly, they invite all their families and friends, and then they celebrate. So that is the Dussehra, Diwali and Holi. The next important festival, the religious festival in our country, is of the Muslim community. Eid is a very important festival for them, and there are special things that they do on that day, okay? And they go for their prayers, and they go to the mosque, and of course the most important part is they celebrate it with their family and friends. The next festival is Guru Purab. This is a festival that belongs to the Sikh community of our country, and they will celebrate it as they celebrate it by going to gurdwaras for special prayers, and they eat from the common kitchen called langar. Okay, so this is how they celebrate. Like I mentioned, each community has a certain way that they celebrate the festival. There is a reason for the festival, and there is a way that they celebrate, and there are special things that they do on that particular day. Then the Christians celebrate Christmas. Christmas is the coming of the Savior Jesus Christ on this earth, and they celebrate it on 25th of December. And again, they go to the church, they do prayers, and then of course they invite family and friends to celebrate it along with them. Then the next one. Okay, so today we learned about religious festivals, the Dashera, Diwali, Holi. And Holi is the festival of colors. So everybody enjoys the throwing colors at each other. They do not see caste and community and all. They just enjoy playing it with everybody in their neighborhood. Okay, so that's what we were talking about. Festivals bring people together. Then what is the festival of Muslim community? Eid. There are other festivals also, but the most prominent ones we will discuss today. Then for the Christians, their very important festival is Christmas and other important festivals. Then the Sikh community is Guru Purab. So these are the common religious festivals. Festivals connected to a particular religion is called as religious festivals. Then the next one is harvest festivals. So what is a harvest festival? It is a festival that is celebrated just before they begin the harvest. So it's like a coming together, people all who worked hard to produce the fruit or the vegetables or everything, they'll come together and they will thank God for the produce, or they thank God for all that they could produce. Okay, so the first one is Pongal. Okay, it is the festival of Tamil Nadu, but it's also celebrated in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, but under a different name. It's called Shankaranti, but it's the same. It's a harvest festival. Different states have different names, and it is celebrated a bit differently in different states. They come together to thank the sun god and the rain god, and they also, and for the cattle, because all these are the factors that help them to have a good crop. So they just come together to celebrate that. And as I told you, they have different names in these three different states. Pongal in Tamil Nadu and Shankaranti in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And during Tamil Nadu, they celebrate little differently, and in Andhra and Telangana, they celebrated a little differently. So that is how it is, but it's a harvest festival. Then the second harvest festival is Onam celebration. The Onam is celebrated in Kerala, another South Indian state. And what is the special things that they do? They will do floral decorations, they'll have boat race and other celebrations as part of the Onam day. Okay, so these two are harvest festivals. Okay, so did you learn something new today? Yes, right? You learned about national festivals, religious festivals and harvest festivals. We've learned that national festivals are 3 in number. Why we celebrate? Because there's a history behind it. Okay, and how do we celebrate? We have seen. And what do we do special on that day? Yes, and also the day. The Independence Day is 15th of August. Republic Day is 26th of January. And Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd of October. And will you remember to see the parade next year? If in case you have not seen it so far, the Republic Day parade is something that you will be so fascinated watching. Okay, all right. Then the religious festival. I'm sure you have your own festival. You celebrate it with your family and friends, and you celebrate it in a particular way. Yes, so religious festivals are festivals connected to a certain religion. And we learned that the Hindu community has many festivals, so does the Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, all of them, Parsis, and all the religions in India have so many festivals. But in that we picked up the prominent ones to discuss today. So Dashera, Diwali, Holi for the Hindu community, Eid in the Muslim community, Christmas in the Christian community, and Guru Purab in the Sikh community. Then we learned the harvest festivals, Pongal or Shankranti, and also Onam. So these are the festivals. So next time you see or hear a certain festival being celebrated, you can remember what you have learned. And of course, any time, any special time or event when people come together to celebrate is a festival. There can be festivals in a community or in a country. So everything is celebrated in a certain way. You can talk to your grandparents and find out how they celebrated in those days. You can talk to your parents and find out how they celebrated in their years, their younger years. Of course, if you have neighbors, you can ask them. If they are from different communities, you can talk to them and ask them how do they celebrate, what are their different festivals. Okay, so in that way you can add a lot more to what you have learned today. So bye bye for now, and we will see you in another interesting EVS lesson very soon. Bye bye.